I am blind and do not see the things of this world, but when the light comes from above, it enlightens my heart, and I can see. For the eye of my heart sees everything. The heart is a sanctuary, at the center of which there is a little space wherein the Great Spirit dwells. And this is the eye. This is the eye of the Great Spirit, by which he sees all things and through which we see him. If the heart is not pure, the Great Spirit cannot be seen. And if you should die in this ignorance, your soul cannot return immediately to the Great Spirit. But it must be purified by wandering about in the world. In order to know the center of the heart where the Great Spirit dwells, you must be pure and good and live in the manner that the Great Spirit has taught us. The man who is thus pure contains the universe in the pocket of his heart. Black Elk, Oglala Lakota. It is good to have a reminder of death before us, for it helps us to understand the impermanence of life on this earth. And this understanding may aid us in preparing for our own death. He who is well prepared is he that knows that he is nothing, compared with Wakantanka, who is everything. And he knows that world which is real. Black Elk. Oh. truly brave man we contend yields neither to fear nor anger, desire nor agony. He is at all times master of himself. Ohayasa, Opetan, Dakota. Mother Nature is all-powerful, and eternity is on her side. What are the inventions of man, the lofty cities which he raises on the borders of the desert, the terrible weapons that he uses to realize and defend his conquests? Nothing. But a little heaped-up dust with which the great natural forces always tend to restore to its primeval form. Forsake the citadel for a few years, abandon the canyon or machine gun for a few months in the prairie, and soon grass and brambles will have overgrown the stones, and rust corroded the hard steel. And how many former times has vast solitude been peopled by powerful cities? Of them today remain no more than the ruins, and the ruins themselves finally disappear back into the eternal virgin earth. What importance are these men who pass? The Spirit has only to blow on them, and they will be no more. And the sons of the earth will repossess the earth, and the past time will begin over again as the new time. Ghost dancers at Wounded Knee, South Dakota, place of the infamous Seagull Massacre, 1890. At least one of the lodges in the village makes a feast daily for the Great Spirit. I cannot explain this so that the white people will comprehend me, because we have no regular standard among us. Makes his feast as he thinks best to please the Great Spirit, who has the care of all beings created. The Black Hawk, Sock. Friend and brother, it was the will of the Great Spirit that we should meet together this day. He orders all things, and has given us a fine day for our council. He has taken his garment from before the sun, and caused it to shine with brightness upon us. For all these things we thank the great ruler, and him only. Brother, this council fire was kindled by you. It was at your request that we came together at this time. We have listened with joy to what you have said. You requested us to speak our minds freely. Brother, listen to what we say. There was a time when our forefathers owned this great land. Their seat extended from the rising to the setting sun. The Great Spirit had made it for the use of the Indians. He had created the buffalo, the deer, and other animals for food. He made the beaver and the bear. Their skins served us for clothing. He had scattered them over the country and taught us how to take them. He had caused the earth to produce corn for bread. All this he had done for his red children because he loved them. Brothers, our great seats were once large and yours were small. You have now become a great people, and we have scarcely a place left to spread our blankets. You have got our country, but are you not satisfied? You want to force your religion upon us. Brother, continue to listen. You say that you are sent to instruct us in how to worship the Great Spirit agreeable to his mind. And if you do not take hold of the religion which your white people teach, we shall be unhappy ever after? You say that you are right, that we are lost. How do we know that this is true? We understand that your religion is written in a book. If it is intended for us as well as you, why not has the Great Spirit given us this book? And not only to us, but to our forefathers. The knowledge of that book, with which the means of understanding it rightly, we only know what you tell us about it. How shall we know what to believe, when to believe, being so often deceived by the white people? Brother, you say there is one way to worship and serve the Great Spirit. If there is but one religion, why do you white people differ so much about it? Why not all agree as you can all read the book? Brother, we do not understand these things. We are told that your religion was given to you by your forefathers and has been handed down from father to son. We also have a religion which was given to us from our forefathers and has been handed down to us from their children. We worship in that way. It teaches us to be thankful for all favors we receive, to love each other, to be united. We never quarrel about religion because it is a matter which concerns each man in the Great Spirit. Brother, we do not wish to destroy your religion or take it from you. We only want to enjoy our own. Brother, we have been told that we have been preaching to the white people in this place. These people are our neighbors. We are acquainted with them. We will wait a little while and see what effect your preaching has upon them. If we find it does them good, makes them honest and less disposed to cheat Indians, we will consider again of what you have said. Brother, you have now heard our talk, and this is all we have to say at present. As we are going to part, we will come and take you by the hand and hope the Great Spirit will protect you on your journeys and return you safely to your friends. Red Jacket, Senator. The grandfathers and the grandmothers are in the children. Teach them well. Ojibwa, Bopper. White Buffalo, Southern Cheyenne. When a man cries for a vision, it is nearly like the Sundance. He takes a pipe filled with tobacco to the lodge of a holy man. Then the holy man takes the pipe and smokes it, it is said. And then the holy man says, when a man cries for a vision, from that time on he can think nothing bad. Try to live well. My friend, later in this way I will prepare you, he says. Now he builds a sweat lodge. Now the man who will cry for a vision goes there, it is said. Inside the sweat lodge everything is well covered with a blanket of sage, it is said. Now the vision quester goes into the lodge, it is said. And they cover the door, and then they pray very earnestly, it is said. So the holy man instructs the vision quester, stand with a strong heart, in this way you will become a waka. Saying this, he instructs him. It is said, pray to inquire wisely and well into everything. So now the vision quester, wearing only a furred robe around his shoulders and with a pipe and kinnick, carrying a filled pipe and wearing the robe, he stands ready, they say. The bowl of the pipe that he carries is sealed with tallow, it is said. Thus the tobacco will not be scattered, so it is. Now the vision quester wraps the robe around himself with the fur side out until the sun rises. He stands looking east, pointing with the pipe that he holds. Praying as hard as he can all night long, he stands in this way, it is said. At last the dawn seems to be visible, and so he stands rejoicing greatly, it is said. Thomas Tayan, Oglala, Kota. I wonder if the ground has anything to say. I wonder if the ground is listening to what is said. I wonder if the ground would come alive and what is on it. Though I hear what the ground says it is the Great Spirit that placed me here. The Great Spirit tells me to take care of the Indians, to feed them aright. The Great Spirit appointed the roots to feed the Indians on. The water says the same thing. The Great Spirit directs me. Feed the Indians well. The grass says the same thing. Feed the Indians well. The groundwater and grass say, the Great Spirit has given us our names. We have these names and hold these names. The ground says, the Great Spirit has placed me here to produce all that grows on me, trees and fruit. The same way the ground says, it was from me man was made. The Great Spirit, in placing men on the earth, desired them to take good care of the ground and to do each other no harm. Young Chief Cayuse. The first American mingled with his pride, a singular humility, spiritual arrogance was foreign to his nature and teaching. He never claimed that the power of articulate speech was proof of superiority over the dumb creation. On the other hand, it is to him a perilous gift. He believes profoundly in silence, the sign of a perfect equilibrium. Silence is the absolute poise on body of mind and spirit. The man who preserves his selfhood is ever calm and unshaken by the storms of existence, not a leaf, as it were, astir on the tree, not a ripple upon the surface of the shining pool. His in the mind of the unlettered sage is the ideal attitude and conduct of life. If you ask him, what is silence? He will answer, it is a great mystery. The holy silence is his voice. If you ask what are the fruits of silence, he will say, they are self-control, true courage or endurance, patience, dignity, and reverence. Silence is the cornerstone of character. Ohiyasa, Wapitan, Dakota. Behold, my brothers, the spring has come, the earth has received the embraces of the sun, and we shall soon see the results of that love. Every seed is awakened, and so has all animal life. It is though through this mysterious power that we too have our being, and we therefore yield to our neighbors, even our animal neighbors, the same right as ourselves to inhabit this land. Sitting Bull, Hunkpapa Lakota. Akadadea, maker of all things above, hear my prayer. Thank you for giving me the strength to help my people so that the Sundance religion may carry on. I am retired now from being the Crow Sundance chief, but you have helped me to select a man to continue the sacred tradition. You have allowed me to continue to have the strength to be a medicine man, and I intend to continue to try to help others by my actions and by my words. I hope in this manner to help people see that they need to find a way that will lead to you. You have given different ways to different people all over the world. As we know, this earth is round like a wagon wheel. In a wagon wheel, all the spokes are set into the center. The circle of the wheel is round, and all spokes come from the center, and the center is you. Akatadea, the maker of all things above. Each spoke can be considered as a different religion of the world, which has been given by you to different people and different races. All the people of the world are on the rim of the wheel, and they must follow one of the spokes to the center. The different paths have been given to us, but they all lead to the same place. We all pray to the same God, to you. There are different places on the wheel, so each way may look strange to someone following a different path. It is easy for people to say that their way is the best if they know all about their faith and it is good for them, but they should refrain from saying bad things about other ways they do not know about. There should be no hard feelings about someone else if he is following a way that leads to you. Help us to see this wisdom. It is the responsibility of each person to choose a path and to pray. It does not matter which path they choose as long as they follow some religion. It helps to understand the sacred way of other people in order to better understand your own religion. So I hope that this book will help the people who read it to remember their responsibility to live in a sacred manner by better understanding the spirit of the olden day Indians. I have read the words of the olden day Indians and have been very selected by my son Michael Fitzgerald, and I have looked at the images that have been gathered together by my son Michael and my close friend Fitzgerald Sean. I am thankful that others may see these things so that they may better understand the path that you have given to the Indians. Aho! Michael Fitzgerald, Yellowtail, Crow Medicine Man, and Sundance Chief. Indian Spirit, revised and enlarged. Introduction, Thomas Yellowtail. Edited by Michael Orrin Fitzgerald and Judith Fitzgerald. Winner of the Midwest Independent Publishers Association Book Achievement Award. Copyright 2006 World Wisdom Inc.